Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood, and I'm here to review J.P. Betancourt's continuing Dark Shadows series, The Return of Dark Shadows, continuing blog, that is. This one, Series 10, Chapter 6, 1949. And what we have here is we have Julia Hoffman's past. That's what this gets into. And this starts off very nicely. I've often said when I do these in a lot of my videos, and it's not that I like repeating myself, it's just I want to reassure you that I'm not just hot dogging these. I do read these. I just don't just, oh yeah, I read it. No, I really fucking do read this. Um, this here, you have, he sets the scene so well. I've said that time and time again. The writer, he takes you there, and by taking you there, it's like you're standing there and being one of the, not characters, but you're encountering what the other characters are encountering. It's almost, he makes you a part of these in some way. And that's what I appreciate about it the most is, yes, you're a reader, but in the same sense, you're a spectator. um, and that's what I love about it. It's spectation through reading, and the best writers do that. Stephen King does this, Edgar Allan Poe did this, so forth, so forth, so forth. The best writers make you feel like you're a spectator. And that's how I feel about this. That you have literally pure spectation on the reader's part, where you have Dr. Julia Hoffman, who has been brought back to life by Barnabas, and things are now happening for her in a way she wasn't expecting. And that's what 1949 does with this story here, with this chapter here. You have a chapter literally dedicated to Julia Hoffman. And I can't wait to get to the end of this. But this starts off at Collinwood, present day, and she's at Collinwood. She's in the drawing room, thunder and lightning. And the thunder and lightning make her think of the events in her life, the past in her life. And not only that, you have a flashback, a goddamn flashback. This is what I mean. I would have killed for a flashback in the Halloween 2018 movie with Hawkins, and they didn't give it to you, and to me it was needed. This, here, you have a writer taking the initiative and giving you that flashback, and it is needed. That's what I mean. Like, Julia Hoffman, and this is the thing too, I'm going to compare, where Hawkins is a new character, and you definitely need it for a new character. Julia Hoffman is a very familiar character of Dark Shadows, and instead of leaving it to chance for you to imagine just what happened, the writer literally takes the time to tell you, we're flashing back to 1949. This is what happened. Hold on a second. That is for you, J.P. Betancourt, because the sad fact that Hollywood producers don't even want to do that, and you take the time to do that, that's really, really cool. Um, Again, it's character depth. You're getting into the depth of Julia Hoffman. And here she dated a guy in a gynecologist, a doctor named Larry Lawrence Devereaux, LLD. That is one hell of a name. Um, and Larry Lawrence Devereaux is a womanizer. And here's this guy who flirts with women, who's a very handsome man, but is also, at this point in time in 1949, is married to 22-year-old Julia Hoffman, who's still going through school at the time. I think that was well painted in this story as well. And here he has a very pregnant patient who's coming back to see him sooner than what he expected. And his thought is, what any doctor saw would be, was something wrong with the baby. This woman's 9 months along. You don't know who this woman is yet. And she says, I can't do this. I feel I'm in danger. I feel my daughter's in danger. I just want to go away with you. Would you, would you help me? And he's willing to not only help her, but go away with her. And th- Julia Hoffman overhears all this, and her thought is, you son of a bitch. And why wouldn't it be? Um, and you really have. Do I think Larry Lawrence Devereaux is a heel? No, actually, I don't. I think this is a guy that is very susceptible to helping other women. And that's what gets him into trouble here. And in that process of getting him into trouble, it also gets him dead in a certain way. And I'm going to touch on that too. Um, the woman who he was talking to was none other than Elizabeth Stoddard. When I typed this, when I read that, I'm like, I literally had to do this. Pick my jaw up off the fucking floor. But that was such a holy shit moment that it literally took my breath away. Of I could not believe, not I'm not calling bullshit. It's just holy shit. Like that's like a moment where something punches you so hard it takes the breath out of you, and that's what that did. And it was really, really one just hell of a moment. And Julia goes home, and her, by the way, her and Larry Lawrence Devereaux have a son, which is going to bring us to back to present day here after I get done with this. And excuse me. And when he gets there, he knows she went home. He comes in the door. It lights her out. She smoked a cigarette and she's drunk. She's been drinking wine, and they start arguing. She goes, "You son of a bitch! You're gonna do this to me again. You're gonna go cheat on me with another woman. Now I can't stand it. You want me out of the way?" She pulls out this gun, and she's actually gonna shoot herself. She puts the gun to her own head, and that's where I was most shocked too, as well. Did Julia Hoffman go to kill her own um, husband? No, not at all. Pure accident. And do I feel sorry for Julia Hoffman? I feel sorry for Julia Hoffman in a lot of ways, and I'm going to touch on this as soon as I get back to the present day. So again, he intervenes. They struggle with the gun, and the gun goes off, and that's what you have is you have Larry Lawrence Dever, who is dead, and their son, who is out there. Back in the present day, you have her granddaughter, Quinn Dever, who's obviously the daughter of their son, who's in Collinwood. Now, she's thinking, how could she tell him? How could she tell him, I murdered your grandfather? I murdered him. Because that's something she would have to say. And when you say something like that, and she's a lawyer, what could she feels, I think she murdered him, but in a lot of ways, did she? No. But in the same sense, human beings feel guilt for things they necessarily didn't do. And that's why I say Julia Hoffman definitely feels. I also feel, from a character standpoint, a lot of her past hurts are also a lot of her present day hurts, where Larry hurt her so many times. She sort of, now Barnabas didn't cheat on her, but in a lot of ways Barnabas has hurt her and hurt her severely because of the way he is right now, and she can't She can't stand it, and it's hurting her. And that's what I'll say is there's a lot of emotion here because this woman's past emotions are in a lot of ways mirroring her present day hurts of I had an unfaithful husband, and now I have in a sense, now he's not cheating on her, but he's unfaithful in the sense of he's lying to her, he's deceitful. It's no better than what Larry was doing. Only Barnabas is killing some people. He's ready to roll in to kill some people. You went from a doctor to a vampire girl. What did you expect? Um, definitely 2 thumbs up. And I'm gonna give, I always give my opinion on these. And I'm gonna say this. To me, this chapter here, I definitely think. Look, links in the description box. Definitely is gonna be in the description box. This chapter to me is something that it would hook a television audience. This is the best thing that is not on television, and it damn well fucking should be on television for as good as the writer does. And I'm not just saying that. I don't fucking talk out of my ass here. The storytelling, the characters, they're all depth. It's all deep, 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 deep. And you get something in every chapter. You get not every, but you get build up, and then when you get a reveal, it's one fucking hell of a reveal, and that's how storytelling should be done. So, I would love to see this on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. This would be amazing, and it is one hell of a continuation going off the original series. Um, Looking forward to the next one, which is also dropping this week on the 17th, I believe. But the link for the story for this one is going to be in the description box. I also feel Julia Hoffman, it's not that she doesn't just want to talk to Quinn. I'm also wondering, too, with her characteristic is if she talks to Quinn, does she put Quinn at risk with Barnabas? And that's something that's probably definitely weighing on this woman's mind. So, alright, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. Like, share, comment, subscribe. The Legend of the Horse Thief drops tomorrow. I am reading that stuff, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.